And so Turnkey is buying a property that is already fully renovated. It already has a resident in place paying the rent, and purchasing that property with the management in place. And so a turnkey provider will serve up mortgage brokers, attorneys, insurance companies, will maintain the property and collect the rent and send the cash flow directly to the purchaser of the property. So everything is turnkey.
And you get the connection too, because the seller of the property is also the manager of the property. You get a fantastic kind of setup where all of the accountability is in the same place, both for, hey, the physical condition of the renovation, the occupancy, very importantly, the rent. So we have written guarantees. We have a 1-year total guarantee on the renovation of the property. That means we're responsible for any repairs to our renovation during that time. And we have a lifetime occupancy guarantee that is a way of saying, hey, this rent that we had the property set at when you purchased it, that's a real rent. We didn't price this rent to sell the house for quite a bit, and then you're going to experience a lot of vacancy and turnover because we're pushing the market so hard on what the rent is.
So can you expand on that rent? So that means you will rent it for that amount or more for the lifetime of the property? Is that what I'm hearing?
So what's written into our management agreement for any home that an investor buys from us is that if your home is ever vacant for more than 90 days, we will start paying you the market rent on that property from the 91st day until we get a renter in there. And I would say that of the investors that I talk to that have rental property, whether it's self-managed at home, but most often when it's from other turnkey providers, 30% is extremely conservative to say that many people have experienced a vacancy longer than 90 days. And that warranty doesn't cost us any money. Our properties are not staying vacant for that long. I'll have people kind of want to ask a lot of questions about when it might kick in, and it's a real guarantee. I'm happy to answer those, but I explain it's actually there to let you know that our rents are real. And let me explain what that means. One of the biggest places that the bodies are buried in this industry is inflated rents to an out-of-state investor to support a higher purchase price. A lot of investors are from really high cost of living coastal cities where they could not know that this 3-bedroom house in Memphis, Tennessee is overpriced at $1,050, and their purchase price, everything else is running off of that. And I think what people don't understand is how tight that correlation is. So about $25 in rent will support $4,000 more in purchase price. It's huge, right? So as a turnkey provider, what's the carrot in front of your nose? Man, if you have a choice, you can have a vacancy for 30 days at $975 rent, or you can hold a vacancy for 9 months or for 3 or 4 months on your end, get a renter in at $1,025 and sell that house for $8,000 more. But then that vacancy you suffered, you passed it on to the purchasing investor. And so that's what that guarantee is really about, is that these rents are set to make the phone ring off the hook, give us a huge pool of qualified applicants to choose from. And that I'll say this, we track everything. We track all of our days. We track all kinds of metrics with computer systems. And our average days from move in to move out is 29.67432. That's not to get the paint done. That's not to get the work done. That's not to take a deposit. That's move in to move out. Anyone that's done this before or is in the property management world will know that is a fast turn.
Yeah, and one of the ways to figure that out quickly for folks that are shopping for turnkey sellers out there, and granted, we want to work with all your listeners, but we know that folks may want to, shop in different markets. And so one of the ways to do that is to check and see what the occupancy rate is for the property management company, because the occupancy rate is going to tell the tale. There are lots of questions that folks can ask and can go to our website to learn how to shop for turnkey sellers in any market. And so I encourage your listeners to go check it out if they're looking to kick the tires anywhere.
You want to see the entire episode? Click here. If you want to learn how investors use infinite banking to increase their returns and lower their taxes, click here. If you want to see if infinite banking is for you and you have some questions, hop on a discovery call with us and one of our coaches. The link for that will be in the description.